The story begins in the wilds of Russia, where a young Sergei Kravinoff grows up under the brutal rule of his father, a cold-hearted hunter who believes only the strong deserve to survive. The child watches in silence as his father kills animals not for food, but for sport, teaching him that life itself is prey to be conquered. But Sergei is different. Even as a boy, he feels the pain of the forest, the cry of the wolf, the fear of the deer. He doesn't see beasts, he sees balance. Years later, Sergei has become a man of instincts and fury. Betrayed by his own family and left for dead in the wilderness, he is bitten by a rare lion, a mythical beast said to carry the blood of the gods. That moment changes him forever. The poison spreads through his veins like wildfire, but instead of dying, Sergei awakens, stronger, faster. His senses sharpen beyond human limits. He can feel the heartbeat of animals miles away. He can smell blood in the wind. The hunter has become something new, something primal. Now reborn as Kraven, he embraces the savagery he once feared. The jungle is his home, the animals his kin, and the hunt his religion. But deep within, a storm brews, a thirst not for survival, but for purpose. He sees humanity as weak, corrupt, disconnected from nature. And so, Kraven makes a vow: he will hunt the most dangerous prey of all, man. The legend begins with a whisper: a man who can take down lions with his bare hands, who can run with wolves and speak to the wild. In the shadows of civilization, Kraven prepares for his greatest hunt. His path will lead him to New York City, where he will face someone unlike any beast he's ever known, Spider-Man. New York City, a jungle of glass, steel, and deceit. To Kraven, it's nothing but a concrete wilderness crawling with liars, predators, and prey pretending to be human. He moves through the city like a phantom, unseen, unheard, yet always watching. Every sound echoes in his sharpened mind: the hum of neon lights, the footsteps of men who think themselves powerful, the lies whispered in the dark. But one sound stands apart: the silent swing of a web cutting through the night. Kraven studies him from the rooftops: Spider-Man, the so-called protector of the city, a hunter of criminals, a hero to the weak. But to Kraven, he is something else entirely: the ultimate prey. Agile, intelligent, unpredictable, and dangerous. The obsession begins. Kraven doesn't hunt for food or survival anymore. He hunts for meaning. For proof that he is the greatest hunter alive. For weeks, he tracks Spider-Man's every move, his battles, his patterns, his weaknesses. He studies him the way a lion studies its prey before the strike. In an abandoned zoo, Kraven prepares his traps. He wears the skin of the lion that changed his fate, his eyes burning with primal rage. To kill the spider, he whispers, is to prove that I am not a man, but a god. Their first encounter is explosive. Spider-Man swings into the trap, confident as ever, only to find himself in a battlefield of beasts, tigers, wolves, and snakes under Kraven's control. The hunter moves through the chaos with terrifying precision, every strike measured, every move deadly. Spider-Man dodges, fights, jokes, but this time, his humor fades. Kraven is unlike any villain he's faced before. He doesn't want money, fame, or power. He wants honor. As their fight rages through the jungle like arena, Kraven's voice echoes through the air. You wear the mask of prey, Spider, but inside I see the predator. But as Kraven corners him, ready for the final blow, something unexpected happens. He hesitates. Beneath Spider-Man's mask, he sees not fear, but compassion. A man who fights to protect, not to kill. For the first time, Kraven questions the truth he's built his life upon. If this man fights for others, then what does that make him, the hunter who kills for glory? In the stillness after the fight, Kraven retreats into the night, wounded not in body, but in spirit. For the first time, the predator feels doubt. The city sleeps beneath a storm. Lightning flashes across the skyline as Kraven stands atop a skyscraper, watching the rain wash away the blood from his hands. The battle with Spider-Man has ended, but inside him, the real war begins. For the first time, he questions everything: his father's lessons, his hunts, his purpose. All his life, he believed strength was survival, that mercy was weakness. But Spider-Man showed him something no prey ever had: honor without cruelty, power without ego. Haunted by memories, Kraven returns to the wilderness, to the place where it all began, the ruins of his father's estate in Russia. The walls are broken, the trophies of beasts long turned to dust. Among the remains, he finds the old hunting rifle his father once used, the symbol of his past, his pain, and his curse. He drops it into the fire, watching the metal bend and crack as the flames rise. But Kraven knows the world will not understand his change. To them, he will always be a monster, a killer who hunts for pride. So, he decides to end the story his way. He prepares for one final hunt, not to kill another, but to face the beast within himself. In a quiet moment beneath the storm, Kraven records his final message. A hunter does not become great by taking life, but by understanding it. I was blind to that truth. The greatest prey I ever faced was the man in the mirror. He walks into the heart of the forest, where he once found the lion that changed his fate. There, under the open sky, he faces his reflection in the eyes of nature itself. Some say he vanished that night, devoured by the beasts he once ruled. Others believe he became one with them, a guardian spirit of the wild. Back in New York, Spider-Man stands on a rooftop, holding a broken piece of Kraven's medallion, engraved with the image of a lion. He wasn't just a hunter, Peter whispers. He was searching for himself. The legend of Kraven the Hunter becomes more than a story of blood and violence. It becomes a tale of redemption, of man confronting the beast inside, and learning that sometimes, the deadliest hunts are the ones within the soul. As the screen fades to black, the words appear. The hunter lives on,